The first minimum wage law in the United States was passed in 1912 in the state of Massachusetts. This was over 110 years ago, but the concept of a minimum wage actually started decades earlier in the 1800s. New Zealand passed the world's first minimum wage law in 1896. And in 1898, Samuel Gompers, the president of the American Federation of Labor, actually wrote an article entitled A Minimum Living Wage. Why am I bringing this up? Well, it's because the meaning of words often change over time, and this is no different. When we talk about a minimum wage, we're defining that term as meaning the minimum required wage to pay a worker legally. We separate the concept of a living wage from the concept of a minimum wage, when in fact they originally meant the same thing. Both of these derive from the 1800s concept of a minimum living wage. This concept led to the legal framework known as a minimum wage and employment law, but it also led to the academic statistical framework we calculate as a living wage. This separation and distinction over time is important to know. A minimum wage was supposed to be the lowest wage needed to live comfortably in the United States. It was meant to be a quote unquote delivery mechanism for a living wage. Now it's just a numerical value employers use to exploit an employee's worth, and they actively lobby to keep the value of human life as low as possible. They actively lobby to keep the value of human life as low as possible.